Today we're going to look at the Batman Hush 10-inch statue from Mcfarlane Toys. Now, I must admit, ever since this was announced, I've really been looking forward to receiving it in the post. And when it finally became available in the UK, I ordered it, it arrived, and I've had it in my possession for about a week now, just waiting to record. So I'm not going to make this a long-winded intro because I really just want to crack this open and have a look at it. Okay, so in the box we get a trading card with a picture of Batman drawn by Jim Lee on the front there. It's something that we have come to expect from Mcfarlane now. They always seem to include one of these trading cards, and I must admit I wish I'd have kept more of them from the early figures I've collected. I tend to just throw some of them away because they are quite nice, and like I said, I wish I'd have kept more of them. We also get this oversized stand, obviously because it's an oversized figure, to stand in on. And I will say, here he is, he will not stand without this stand. He simply just falls over. So be very careful when you're fitting him to this, because if you break this, I don't know what you're going to do. And here he is, and I've got to say, he is everything I expected. He is fantastic in every single way. And for the price point, when you consider this figure was $39.99, it's amazing. It is simply amazing. The detail and the amount of plastic you actually get for your money is out of this world. And here he is a little bit closer up, and I've got to say, Mcfarlane have really gone above and beyond when designing this figure. The detail in it is amazing. And even when it comes down to the smallest of details, like here where he's bending his knee, you can actually see the creases in the suit. You can see the creases in his trunks, and of course the cape is beautifully moulded, and it's this kind of rubber material that's been moulded into this shape. That is quite nice. I like how it's posed as though it's blowing in the wind. And here we've got the Jim Lee version of the Batman logo, which looks like it's been torn straight from the comic book. And there's no bleeding either. The paint work is immaculate on this, as far as I can tell anyway. The detail to the actual Batman belt looks really nice. It's got a kind of weathered look, and it's got like a metallic-y golden shine to it here at the front. I like how he's holding the cape. It kind of blends in as one because the gloves are the same colour as the cape, but it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It does look nice. As well as the creases in the suit, there tend to be a few scratch marks, like it's been battle damaged almost, like he's deflected a few knives here and there with this suit. And I must admit, I do really like the blue and grey colour we've got going on here. I must admit, when I was a kid, I hated blue and grey Batman suits. I think it's because I had such a passion for Michael Keaton, who wore all black. I couldn't accept anything else but a Batman who was all in black. But as I've got older, I do like the blue and grey suits. I think it looks very smart, especially how Jim Lee drew it. As you can probably tell, there isn't much articulation in this figure. And I say not much because the head does actually move. You can move it left and right. So you can have him looking that way, you can have him looking this way, or you can have him just looking straight forward. Or you can have him doing an exorcist if you want to. But when I display him, I am going to have him just looking straight ahead. And here he is next to the smaller version, also made by Mcfarlane Toys, which I've got to admit, this is fast becoming one of my favourite Batman figures of the year. I think it is absolutely amazing. It's a lot better than the black and grey version they gave us in every single way. And it just looks really eye-catching, and the colours make it pop. On closer inspection, the sculpt work on this and on this seem to be very close, and why wouldn't they? They are the same design. The belt buckle on this is shiny, this one it isn't. The belt on this isn't that weathered. That's something we've come to expect from Mcfarlane Toys. They don't get absolutely every detail right sometimes. And the suit on this figure seems to be a darker grey than the suit on this figure. Would this figure have looked better if the suit was a darker grey? Maybe, because I do really like the colour scheme of this one, but it doesn't ruin anything. It is still a fantastic figure, and at least I've got one in a light grey and a dark grey. So in conclusion, it is a fantastic addition to the collection. It is really well detailed. It is really well painted, and best of all, it was $39.99. You cannot go wrong with that, and believe me, this thing has quite some weight to it, and it is solid. I half expected it to be hollow inside for the price, but it is a very sturdy, strong figure. and you can expect to be seeing more of it because I will be displaying it right here in future videos. So what do you think of this figure, or have you got this figure? Let me know in the comments section, and if you liked today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing so you don't miss future videos. Until next time, I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.